Hello and welcome to those endless mysteries. Today we will be looking at some Bigfoot sightings from West Virginia. But before we get into that, I would like to remind everyone that I will be uploading a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So come back and join us. Also, if you have the time after this video, jump on over to teesprings.com/stores/those endless mysteries where you can find some nice t-shirts among other things. So let's get on into the sightings then. This first sighting comes out of Barber County, West Virginia, from March the 18th of 2006. The witness states that she was near Burlington driving toward Philippi on US Highway 250, with her being about a mile north of the intersection of Route 92 and US 250, with the Tigert Valley River being on her left-hand side, saying that this is near where the river swerves away from the highway and starts to descend into a long canyon just between Burlington and Philippi, with it being very steep and many waterfalls in this area, being very hard to access. So I hope this gives you a slight picture of this area the sighting happened in, saying that she was about a mile from town. She had just passed a small group of houses on her right. Then the highway curved to the right, with them being a long guardrail on the right-hand side as well. Now with the witness saying that as she was coming around this long curve, her headlights caught something up ahead of her, saying that this thing was standing right on the white line of the road. At first she noticed that it was very tall, while looking very lanky too. So at this time she was thinking that it was a tall, lanky person, saying that it was at least 6.5 feet tall or so, while having reddish hair and what she thought was a long beard. But she says that she realized as she got closer to this thing that it wasn't wearing any clothes, just reddish brown hair covering this creature's entire body, with her saying next that this creature's hair reminded her of a horse's groomed mane. Just its length and texture of this creature's hair was smooth and not matted at all, with the witness thinking that this creature was a very tall monkey type animal, with her not seeing this creature's eyes, with her saying that she thought this thing closed its eyes from being startled by her. This creature just stood there frozen as if surprised by her headlights, saying that it looked very stiff. Sounds to me that this creature, even though it was caught out in the open, was trying to be as still as possible as not to give itself away. But that's just my opinion. Next, the witness said this creature had extra long arms down by its side. As the witness drove by this creature, it didn't even move, with this thing being so close to the witness's car that she was afraid that her passenger side mirror might hit this creature. Now she says this sighting only lasted for about 10 seconds, with her thinking at first this creature looked like a skinny Bigfoot. But these creatures don't exist, and if they did exist, they are in the Pacific Northwest, said the witness, not here in West Virginia, saying at this time she kept going because this thing really scared her, and there was no way she was going back to see just what this creature was, with her saying next that she shook all the way home, saying that her daughter and husband were there visiting when she got home, with her also having some family in from Pennsylvania, saying that she did tell her family about what she saw on their way home, but saying that they were very skeptical They even laughed about it. Now she says that her husband does believe that she saw something, but doesn't have a clue of what she might have seen. No idea whatsoever. So the witness decided to look this up on the internet, saying that she saw sighting reports and even expeditions right here in West Virginia, with her even finding another sighting report in Barber County, saying that it almost gave her a heart attack when she saw that report. It was even in the same area of her sighting. She sounds like a person that had heard stories of Bigfoot, but it sounds like this woman truly had no idea that these creatures are on the east coast of her country. I guess it would be strange to see one of these creatures and think that it must have been something else because it's supposed to live in the northwestern part of the country. Then find out that they are sighted in your state after all. But not just your state, but your own county. And then find another sighting report of one, with it being right close to your own sighting. So I guess I can see how that would freak someone out. So now the witness says that she knows she saw something that night, with it being some sort of animal, but she figures that it's not hurting anyone and that she wouldn't want anyone to hunt it down. Now, in the follow-up investigation from the BFRO, the investigator stated that even though it had been 8 months since the witness encountered this creature, he could still hear the stress in the witness's voice, saying that it was still easy to detect and that the detail of her event was still very vivid in her descriptions, with the witness being fearful of being alone and outside at night now, which is not normal for her at all, saying that she used to feel very comfortable outside at night, saying that she was doing around 50 to 55 miles an hour when she first saw this creature. It had human-like features to its face, but that its chin and mouth looked more like a chimpanzee or ape, with her also saying that this creature had very large broad shoulders while being tall and lanky. So this was a good sighting. So drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Also hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can keep up with all of our latest videos. So moving on, this next sighting comes out of Barber County, West Virginia, from the summer of 2005 on May the 30th. Now the witness states that he is a carpenter and self-employed, saying that at times his job takes him many miles away from home. So when he does take one of these jobs, it truly fits his lifestyle because he loves camping outdoors and it's his favorite place to be. Now this summer, while being home in his home tent, the witness says that he heard many strange sounds, saying that it wasn't like most times he's camped, saying that these strange sounds would wake him up at night, with it being after midnight. Always after midnight, he said, with him camping in a low part of the meadows. Then one night he was awakened by what he described as moans, with it being a moan, then one, two, three, four, then another moan, and again one, two, three, four count with another moan, with this continuing for a while. The witness did look for some footprints, but he says that while he was staying there, it was very hot and dry, so there wasn't any prints to be found. These sounds were heard for a long period of time, So was it a Bigfoot or something else? I can't say one way or the other. I didn't hear the sounds coming out of the tree lines. So what about one more short sighting? Now this next sighting also comes from Barber County, West Virginia, from April the 3rd of 2016. The witness states that him and his wife was coming home from dinner in a movie. They were on a dark road. They were cresting a small hill when their headlights hit a very strange-looking creature, saying that this creature was huge, with them saying it had to be at least 8 foot tall. Once the witness saw this creature, he says he hit his brakes and watched this thing cross the road right in front of them, that it was only about 30 feet away from their car, saying that it must have been 3 to 3.5 foot across this creature's shoulders, saying that its creature had to go over 500 pounds or more. Its hair looked to be 3 to 4 inches long, while being a reddish brown in color. The witness said that he doesn't even think he blinked the whole time he saw this thing, saying that this creature did lean forward slightly as it walked, with its arms hanging almost down to its knees, saying that it couldn't have needed no more than 3 inches to reach its knees, while this creature was taking very long strides in its steps, saying it made the road in only 3, maybe 3.5 strides. So he estimated his strides at about 8 to 8.5 feet. He says that he didn't see the eye shine from this animal. He says that the shows he has watched about these creatures, they always talk about yellow or red eye shine, even though he says this creature did slightly turn towards the car, but he never seen this creature's eyes. Its face was flat looking, but the witness said next that this creature's head didn't look like it was setting on much of a neck, saying as it did turn at them, it turned its body and not its neck. He says that this sighting only lasted for 10 to 12 seconds, with the witness and his wife being frightened by this creature. So him and his wife got out of there as soon as it cleared the road. So this was a short sighting report, but a good one. At least he described the creature he saw that night. So do you think he saw a Bigfoot that night? Or do you think it might have been something else? Now smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can keep up with all of our latest videos. Also, if you have the time, jump on over to teesprings.com/stores/those dash endless dash mysteries and see if you can find something you like. So till next time, have a great day and thanks for watching those endless mysteries.